All right, let's talk about the specifications. You'll be dealing with these quite often. Specifications are the written information that complements the drawings. And the specifications for most projects are going to be organized by master format. Now there's alternatives like Uniformat for organizing specifications, but that's generally when you're in the conceptual stage and not actually into a project that's ready to be built. Master format is actually used for cost estimating, detailed cost estimating. It's the way the specifications are ordered, the way the cost price books are ordered that you'll be using, I'm sure, sometime. Uniformat, on the other hand, is often the way square foot cost price books are ordered, and also assembly price books. So when you're dealing with sort of larger conceptual sort of things, then you're going to be dealing with Uniformat. When you're dealing with details, you'll deal with master format. And master format is the focus of this course. All right, so master format is a standard developed by the Construction Specification Institute. So all the versions of master format come from this organization, and you need to know that because you should be aware of when updates are made, because it will change the way documents are done. Now they're not updated that often or not to that great of a degree. There was only one major update, and that was back in 2004. And since then there's been minor updates every year. Now master format is divided up into subgroups, and then those subgroups have detailed items within them. And the subgroups that we're most concerned with are the facility construction. These are sections 2 through 19. Or the facility services, 20 through 29. And then site and infrastructure, 30 through 39. Now there are additional subgroups such as procurement and contracting requirements, which is 0. And then general requirements, which is 01. You'll see that often. General requirements are often terms and conditions. And then finally, process equipment. And process equipment is something that we really aren't going to get into in this class, so we're not going to go into it in master format. Now, when you think of all the numbers that are used, basically 0 through 50 in master format, not all of them actually contain specifications. For instance, in the facility construction group, you go from 02 to 19, but only 02 to 14 are actually used. So you don't have a lot to remember. All right, so what is it you need to know with regards to master format and the details? Well, you should know the subgroups that we just went over, but you should also know the details of a few of those subgroups. For instance, you need to know what's in the facility construction subgroup, the facility services subgroup, and the site and infrastructure subgroup. Not all of them. We're really focused on the ones that you're going to see often, such as fire protection or fire suppression in 21, or plumbing in 22, HVAC in 23, electrical in 26, communications in 27, and then earthwork in 31, exterior improvements 32, and utilities 33. Now, one of the nice things about master format is it does generally follow construction order. So if you think about building out a project, and you think about the steps that are involved in building out that project, that'll help you actually remember the master format order. Now, there are exceptions to this. For instance, one of the first things that you're going to do is clear a site. So that is covered under existing conditions in 02. But after clearing the site, you're going to have to grade the site. Well, all of a sudden you jump all the way to 31 in earthwork. Then you're going to be doing footings and foundations and so on. So now you're at 03, concrete. And then you're going to be building up walls. So you get into things like masonry and woodwork and so on. But if you look at the master format and the details, you're going to see that it does follow a construction order, and that's real helpful. So you need to know, if I give you a number, the actual name of the master format group, or if I give you the name of the master format group, you need to know the number. And you need to know this because it's going to help you navigate those specifications later when you're looking for specific information. For example, if you're in the drawings and you're looking at plumbing fixtures and you need to know specifically some detail about the way the plumbing fixture is put together, then you should know that you can go to 22. It's going to be further back in the specification book and find that specification. That's why it's important to understand where all this fits and the order it fits in. Now, master format is a hierarchy, and it's a hierarchy that goes really deep. Now, here's an example of how that hierarchy goes deep. Now, we're not worried about all those sublevels. We're worried about just the top level that we talked about before. But you should understand that it goes down to all these levels, so you can expect to find specifications in the same place for all projects. There will be slight variations, and it's also going to be thrown off by some architects still using 2004 and prior master format, and some architects using 2004 and after master format. Now, a little bit more about uniformat. It's just another way to organize the specifications into functional elements. Now, you're talking about parts of a facility, not actual specific things as master format. So uniformat's a much smaller list to remember. Master format pays more attention to materials and methods, and uniformat doesn't. It's paying more attention to functional groups of information. And as we said before, it's used for assemblies, and you're going to find that in square foot cost book and assembly cost books. It's a great way to do a conceptual estimate. Now here's the list of the uniformat groups, and notice these aren't numbers, these are actually alpha letters, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then they break down those functional elements. Just like master format, it's hierarchical in nature. You'll see subgroups under these main groups. But since this is not something we're going to focus on in this class, you don't have to remember this. Just know it's out there and you're going to encounter it. So you should get familiar with it.